Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the beautiful Scorpios out there. I hope you're doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. As we begin Scorpio season, one of the best times of the year. Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here, my guides. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio. What do you have for us, the Scorpio gang? And while we get this first card out, I just want to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you, because it is Scorpio season. So I hope everyone's enjoying the birthday festivities. Let's get it going, my guides. What do we have here? All right, I did see this a time or two this week, and this is a big card about the spiritual journey or life's journey in general. And I'm seeing that for other signs as well, like big picture thinking here, Scorpio, but there is so much protection here as well. Like, you are protected. Before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So looking at the imagery here, we have this person in that really awesome costume surrounded by the white doves that are holding him up by a rope. So to me, of course, it represents walking that journey, being guided by your team. So whether it's angels, guides, ancestors, lost family, whatever it is, your team on the other side helping you through the journey of life. But I do also feel like this is a big picture thinking about the journey of life itself when we see this card. Okay, so for a lot of Scorpios, if you're not in big picture thinking right now, Spirit might be asking you to be. Like, not just thinking about now or even a couple months from now. Start thinking about your legacy, like 5-10 years from now, if possible. This is very protective, okay? Like, this is absolutely Spirit saying, like, okay, let the Scorpios know that they're being watched, they're protected, they're loved, they're blessed. This is a beautiful type of energy up front, my friends. So we're going to just put it down right there. Love it. Let's get into tarot. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's see what's happening here, my guides. Talk to me. What's going on for Scorpio in Scorpio season? What do you have for us here? Please and thank you. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It's been a couple of good weeks. Last week's reading was titled A Shocking Victory, and I do believe there was a tower, but it was a good tower. So for a lot of you, things could start moving in a very positive direction very quickly, especially if you've been going through tough times. The energy seems to have made a shift. But as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take the reading how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to, or even multiple people you're linked to. It depends. But let's get 3 cards out here. What's happening, my gods? What do you got for the collective here as we are in the early stages of Scorpio season? Thank you. All right, so that's not the energy I want to see in the front, but we'll take it. We'll deal with it. We'll rock with it. We have the 5 of Pentacles in position number 1, huh? Someone being a little down in the dumps here. That's a little gloomy. Let's get a couple more. We'll build this whole picture out. It feels very gloomy. Thank you. Okay, complete opposite. So we're getting a change now. We're picking up the winds of change as we go from the 5 of Pentacles into the 9 of Cups. Complete and total opposites. And I'm getting an interesting vibe here, like taking somebody in or like reconnecting. Like, that's a big possibility here in the front end already. Don't just take that story, but just the way it looks to me, and I'll explain it. Okay, we have Lady Justice right here on the back end, Libra energy, which we just came out of Libra season. We're just moving out of it. Big karmic energy, karmic vibes. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I feel like we have a very intriguing story brewing. Because as I said, yeah, we have Pentacles and water. When we combine earth and water, that does represent possibility. We have some air element here. But look, like the gloomy, isolated into the welcoming. That's why I'm getting that vibe. So whether it's you welcoming somebody in, welcoming somebody back, or somebody welcoming you back, That's a possibility I'm picking up early, but don't just go with that, because we even have karmic energy right on the back. So let's go through real quick, one by one, and really start to piece this story out. Now, position number one, we have the Five of Pentacles. You see the imagery here, not the best way we want to receive this card, right? So this could mean a whole bunch of different things, positive and challenge. The challenges of this card, it could represent missing somebody. It could be someone who's feeling lonely, feeling isolated, tossed out in the cold. In its most extreme, it could represent people with abandonment issues. But I am getting that gloomy vibe. Now, remember, it could be on a spectrum. It could be like just a little depression, a little bit of gloom. Okay, we all experience it from time to time. But there's like a missing here. There's a longing here. And I saw that in a Taurus reading, I believe, that there like might be somebody missing you in a very big way, or you might be missing somebody else when we have this card. So we'll see how it plays. Now, a good thing about the Five of Pentacles is it could represent on like heading out on a new journey, like the first steps. And usually with new journeys, the first steps are the hardest, right? Nobody could take those first steps for us. We have to do it ourselves. So there is like a little solitude or the beginning of a journey as well. But as we move to the center, the way the energy is playing out, we have this beautiful Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, welcoming type of energy. So whereas this one's searching, this one is trying to provide what the other one's searching for. So we have like a yin yang. We have like a double yin yang where it's like these energies complete each other. This one is the resolution for that. Okay, and they kind of work off each other. And then we have Libra energy, which is also yin-yang balance type of energy. So we have a lot of little undertones here. But the Nine of Cups, as I said, wish fulfillment. Look how happy our friend John Travolta is chilling right there with all those cups. This is somebody that has everything they want and need. This is a very content type of energy. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. And it, once again, is welcoming, warm, loving. So with the energies we're seeing here, maybe this is something you're searching for. Maybe this is something you need, right? Like a place to call home or someone that feels like home, okay? But the Nine of Cups to me is very good. There's only one big challenge here. Well, there's a couple. One is try your best in this time not to really overindulge in things, right? Because this could be someone that's drinking a little too much, partying a little too much in its worst sense. But don't let anybody take advantage of your kindness in this time, because the Nine of Cups is so giving that it gives too much sometimes. So make sure you're not doing that. But getting to the back end, we have Lady Justice, which just adds a whole extra layer to this whole entire reading. Now, for some of you, maybe you have some placements in Libra, right? I mean, it's right next to Scorpio. Might be a Libra you're connected to, very balanced type of energy. When I see Lady Justice, I do think of legal things, legal situations, contracts, things like that. It's a balanced type of energy. So when we see the energy, how it's been flowing, like this one wanting, this one supplying, it's like the energy working off each other is prototypical Libra energy showing up here in a very, very powerful way. Aside from the things I already mentioned about the balance and the legal, Lady Justice, aside from fairness, is one of the biggest karmic cards out there. So whether it is karmic rewards, whether it's karmic debts, whether it's karmic relationships, or somebody getting served up a dose of karma, we're just going to have to see, because she is like the most powerful karmic card in the whole entire deck. So Scorpio, I want to dive deeper on all this stuff. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right. Let's get a good shuffle here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we have for Scorpio, please, in their season? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Five of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio gang, you could drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Five of Pentacles time. What's happening? Okay, I went to go shuffle and a card popped out. I'm taking it. Okay. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse here. Yes. Oh, this just like hit me right in my heartstrings, my friends. Like that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. There is a solitude feeling here. And as I always say, you know, I have some strong Scorpio placements, so I totally feel this energy in a much more intense way than I do with other readings. It's my moon sign. My Scorpio moon is on the 29th degree, so I totally vibe with the Scorpio feeling. And I know, personally, not speaking for all Scorpios, but there can be times where we either self-isolate on purpose, whether too much is going on, too many people around us, we retract, we self-isolate just because it feels comfortable. Or there could be times with Scorpios where we feel forever alone. Even if we're in a room full of people that love us and are warm, like, we feel like not many people can understand us. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like and I'm picking this up here, there is like a solitude I'm picking up right here on the front end. There is a lonesomeness. Now with the Two of Cups in reverse, it could represent issues with a soul tie, a soul connection. Could be romantic, it could just be someone that you are very closely emotionally attached to. And I know that Scorpios don't attach easily to others, because Scorpios feel things so deeply that they're very cautious about who they attach to, who they let in. So when I see this energy, the Two of Cups in reverse underneath this Five of Pentacles, there's that lonesomeness, there's that solitude, and it's like hitting me all up in the feels here, Scorpio. Someone might be feeling very lonely, or you might be missing somebody in a very big way, or somebody could be missing you. Remember, that could be someone else's energy, but this lonesome, you're not alone, my friends. Just know that you're not. I love you all. And going back to the beginning, maybe this is why it was there, right? The spirit guides with us. We are protected. We are loved. We are not alone. Like, I don't know. I feel like some people need to hear that. Obviously not every Scorpio, but some of you need to hear that. And I'm just going to keep pushing forward. But there is a missing, there's a longing here in the front end. Whether you're missing someone or someone's missing you, there's a gap here. Let's go in on that Nine of Cups. What's going on with that Nine of Cups, please? And we'll get over to Justice as well. What's that Nine of Cups about? Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I am seeing improvement. Okay. And if there is like some sort of gap, if there is some sort of like, I mean, I just have to give the multiple stories I'm getting. If you have had a recent fallout with a soul connection or someone you love and trust, there is still the energy for reuniting here, but like there's a big skepticism here with that Six of Pentacles in reverse underneath that Nine of Cups. Absolutely. Because this is a very giving, charitable type of energy. Someone that gives freely, that opens up freely. When I see it in reverse, it's like, you know what? Maybe I should shut it down, or maybe I shouldn't be so open. Maybe I shouldn't be so nice type of energy. Because with the pain I'm picking up here in the front, this makes sense. Now, I will reiterate once again, whoever this soul connection is, if this reading is hitting, if it's making sense, there is an absolute huge chance for reuniting here, of coming back together. But that might be something that us Scorpios might have to really get over, is learning to trust again, or learning to be a little more open. Like, that's just something I'm feeling. And you guys know, if you're a long-time watcher, I'm not solely a love reader. I don't just make my bread doing relationships only. I like to look at the big ball of wax. But I'm feeling this. I'm feeling a very powerful connection here. Let's move over to Justice and see what's up there. But there is a possible reuniting or coming back around for sure. So let's see why Lady Justice is here. Let's see what this balance or this karmic energy has to say. I mean, even if it's someone or something you don't want to reunite with, like you might not fully trust it anyway. Like, well, let's just see what Justice is about. There's a skepticism, okay? So why is Lady Justice in the mix? Could be someone that's just happy in solitude for sure. Okay. All right. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse under Lady Justice. Okay. The karmic hands are moving. Okay. This could absolutely be representing a karmic connection. All right. Someone that may have come into your life to teach you a lesson. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here. Either a karmic situation or a karmic connection or lesson is showing up here in a very big way. Now, on the back end, when I get the Queen of Wands, generally it's very sexy, confident, beautiful, but when it shows up in reverse under a card like Justice, to me, this is someone who's like, all right, well, is it, like, I'm lacking confidence in this. Like, is it going to turn out? Is it really? Like, how is this really going to work? Is this even going to work? Like, I'm picking up the doubting. There's like a doubt here on the back end, but I still feel the energy that's possibly moving in a very good, positive way. But with this karmic energy, it's going to go how it needs to go. Okay, I will say that whether it is a karmic situation, a karmic connection, or what have you. This situation, this intense connection is going to go how it needs to go. Okay? I mean, we could fight it, we could play along with it, whatever it is. This just tells me it's like, okay, it's going to elapse how it elapses. Okay? Watch out for issues with a fire sign. We have fire air on the back end, which is a little volatile. So for a lot of you, there could be a lot of ups and downs you're going through with an individual at this time. But let's go through and do a quick recap. Lots of stuff here, Scorpio. Lots of intense feelings that I'm picking up this week. So obviously only take it if it applies. You could check your other alignments. But if you kindly look here in the box before we get to the shadow card position, number one, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Cups in reverse. And there was this extremely lonely energy that hit me right in my chest like it's on a bricks, okay? Lots of solitude. Okay, so if you're going through big issues, like I empathize with you, and I did say to everyone, like, you are loved, you are not alone. You could be having big issues with a very close soul tie. And I was also picking up the vibe of either you missing somebody in a very big way or someone missing you in a big way. There's like a lonesomeness here, but there is a possible reuniting. Like if that's something you want to entertain, because we move over to the wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, but it's skeptical. It's like, all right, should I even open up to this? Should I open this up to this anymore? Okay, like that's a vibe I'm picking up here. So yes, there can be a reuniting, but there's like a huge skepticism. So maybe that is something you might need to work on or do, learn to open up a little more or let somebody in, which is much easier said than done when you're a Scorpio. Trust me, I know. Moving to the back end, we have Lady Justice with the Queen of Wands in reverse. I did say this is absolutely representing a powerful karmic connection, a karmic situation of some sort, where this person may have come into your life to teach you a lesson of some sort. And I did say there's like a lot of up and down. There's volatility here on the back end as well. But you might be having doubts like how this is going to turn out. But I'm still feeling like there could still be a good result. I mean, if you're open to it, of course. So please take a screenshot of that, Scorpio. Let's get you a shadow card. Okay? And see what's in the shadows for Scorpio. We're going to shuffle it up one time, my friends, and see what's happening. And my guides talk to me. I always like to end off the reading with a shadow card. Whether it's something within us, whether it's something we don't quite see. Let's see what's happening. Oh, and yes, if you're interested, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. This coming week, I'll be doing the very first members only all sign reading. So if you want to check that out, please come join us. Okay, no pressure. Let's see what we have. What's in the shadows for Scorpio? Okay. Yeah, the Queen of Wands is showing up again. So like the last card of the main spread is also the shadow card. So it's going to be reiterated. Something about how one views themselves or self-confidence could be big. If you're connected to a fire sign, they're showing up here double in the spread. Now the Queen of Wands, I like it generally. Like I said, it is a very confident, it's bold, it's sexy, it feels good. But there is something about your own self-confidence. You may be like feeling a little doubtful about your own abilities or yourself in this time. And as part of the collective myself, I know we generally have a lot of confidence, but with this as a shadow card, there might be a situation or something you are losing confidence or faith in with this as a shadow card. If you're not connected to a fire sign, this is spirit asking you to lean into your positive traits in this time. Don't lead into lack, lead into abundance. Like stay out of the lack mindset, because that will not serve you. Okay, so Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab, my friends. As always, much love, and I'll see you next time.